choosing distance instead of burnout, choosing peace instead of proving a point. And now there's a strange gap between who I am and who some people still think I am. They expect reactions, I no longer give emotions. I no longer offer access, I no longer allow. Not out of anger, but growth. And I realized something important: not everyone will update their image of you. Some people keep you frozen in a version of their memory that no longer fits your reality. And that's okay, because you are not responsible for staying understandable to people who stop paying attention to your evolution. Now I move differently, not to prove I changed, but because I already did. And I don't need permission to become someone new, even if some people are still meeting an old version of me.
I didn't come this far by chance. I came through focus, pain and stance. Through every moment no one saw, I built myself beyond the law. No comfort ever shit my rise. No easy path, no compromise. Just discipline when others quit. That's what made me benefit. I stayed when everything got hard, when life had every door barred. I didn't fold, I didn't break. I knew what was at stake. Every failure taught me more. Every loss became a core of something stronger in my mind. A level others couldn't find. I don't react, I calculate. I don't rush, I dominate. Slow and steady, step by step, I build the future I accept. They see results, not what it takes. The silent grind, the endless aches. The nights that never let me sleep. The promises I chose to keep. Now I stand with you, have stood, not by luck but understood. That success is never free, it's built through pure consistency. And if they ask what made me king, I say I mastered everything. Not by force, not by pride, but by the storm I held inside.
It began as nothing, just a shadow behind me. But something felt off. It didn't match my movement, not perfectly, not completely. Sometimes it lagged behind, sometimes it came too early, like it was learning me. I turned around, no one was there, but the shadow stayed waiting. Then I walked faster, it followed, but not like a shadow should. Like something deciding when to follow. That's when I realized it wasn't copying me, it was predicting me. Then it spoke, not with sound, but inside the space between my thoughts. I am not what you cast, I am what you avoided. I froze, the shadow shifted shape. It was still me, but not this version of me. It looked like decisions I never made, paths I never took, moments I walked away from. Every hesitation I ever had formed into something behind me. Then I stepped forward and stood beside me, no longer behind. And I understood it was not following my body, it was following my possibilities. Every version of me I refuse to become, now walking together as one presence. And the voice faded with one last line. You call me Shadow, because you are not ready to call me Truth. Silence wasn't empty anymore. It started shaking at its core. No sound was made yet, something broke. Like quiet space itself awoke. No echo left, no hidden tone. Even stillness lost its throne. What once was calm, what once was deep, could no longer stay asleep. I felt the quiet tear apart from the inside of his heart. Not loud, not fast, not even clear. Just absence turning into fear. No refuge in the silent zone. No place where nothing stood alone. Because even nothing cracked and couldn't hold this empty fact. I didn't move, I didn't breathe. I watched it fall beneath. The place where silence used to stay was slowly fading far away. No peace remains, no quiet ground. No safe escape, no hidden sound. Just fragments of what used to be. A stillness lost eternally. And if they ask what's left behind, there's nothing calm left to find. Because when silence falls apart, it takes all meaning from the start. empty anymore. It started shaking at its core. No sound was made, yet something broke. like quiet space itself awoke. No echo left, no hidden tone. Even stillness lost its throne. What once was calm, what once was deep, could no longer stay asleep. I felt the quiet tear apart from the inside of its heart. Not loud, not fast, not even clear, just absence turning into fear. No refuge in the silent zone, no place where nothing stood alone, because even nothing cracked and couldn't hold its empty fact. I didn't move, I didn't breathe, I watched it fall beneath. The place where silence used to stay was slowly fading far away. No peace remains, no quiet ground, no safe escape, no hidden sound, just fragments of what used to be, a stillness lost eternally. And if they ask what's left behind, there's nothing calm left to find, because when silence falls apart, it takes all meaning from the start. Silence wasn't Silence wasn't empty anymore. Silence wasn't empty anymore. Silence wasn't empty anymore. Started shaking at its core. No sun was made, yet something broke, like quiet space itself awoke. And no echo left, no hidden tone. Even stillness lost its tone. What once was calm, what once was deep, could no longer stay asleep. I felt the quiet tear apart from the inside of its heart. Not loud, not fast, not even clear, just absence turning into fear. No refuge in the silent zone, no place where nothing stood alone, because even nothing cracked and couldn't hold its empty fact. I didn't move, I didn't breathe, I watched it fall beneath. The place where silence used to stay was slowly fading far away. No peace remains, no quiet ground, no safe escape, no hidden sound, just fragments of what used to be, a stillness lost eternally. No peace remains, no quiet ground, no safe escape, no hidden sound, just fragments of what used to be, was only fading far away. No peace remains, no quiet ground, no safe escape, no hidden sound, just fragments of what used to be, stillness lost eternally. Silence wasn't empty. Silence wasn't empty. Silence, silence, silence. Silence wasn't empty. Silence wasn't empty. Silence.
I used to think I needed closure, a final conversation, a clear explanation, a moment where everything finally makes sense. So I waited for people to explain themselves, for apologies that might never come, for answers that will heal everything. But life doesn't always give that. Some people leave without explaining some situations, and without clarity. Some questions stay unanswered forever. And slowly I learned something difficult. Closure is not something you receive, it's something you decide to start waiting for. Cause the more I waited, the more I stayed connected to things that were already over. So I began letting go differently. Not with answers, but with acceptance. I start replaying conversation that would never change. Stop imagining better endings to stories that already ended. And something unexpected happened. The absence of closure started feeling lighter. In the search for it, because peace doesn't always come from understanding. Sometimes it comes from releasing the need to understand. No, I don't ask why as much anymore, not because I don't care, but because I finally understand. Some doors don't close properly. You just walk away and let the silence finish the story.
A late reply, a changed tone, a small distance. I turned every detail into a possible meaning. Maybe they're upset, maybe I did something wrong, maybe I should fix it. And without realizing it, I started living in interpretations, not reality. But over time, I noticed something. If someone wants to be in your life, you won't need to decode their presence. It will be clear, simple, steady, effortless. So I stopped searching for hidden meanings and inconsistent behavior. I stopped treating confusion as something I had to solve, because clarity doesn't hide. Now I pay attention to patterns, not moments, to consistency, not signals. And that changed everything, because peace is not found in interpreting silence. It is found in no longer needing silence to mean something. And I finally understand, not everything is a sign. Some things are just what they are, and that is enough.
I didn't find a place, it found me. No path led there, no map showed it. It was just there, like it had always been waiting outside reality. A small room, empty, silent, but alive. In the center, a single screen. No buttons, no control, only images moving on their own. I stepped closer and froze, because I saw my life, but not the life I'm living. The life I will live, changing in real time. Every choice I had not made yet was already being tested. Then I heard a voice, calm, precise, everywhere at once. You are not choosing your future. You are observing the outcomes of decisions already simulated. I backed away. The screen didn't stop. It kept showing versions of me, failing, succeeding, disappearing, becoming something else, then something strange. think you are early, but you are already late in some versions. I felt my breath stop because I realized I wasn't watching the future. I was watching a system deciding which future I deserve. And the room began to shift. The walls slowly filled with more screens, thousands of them all showing me all different outcomes, all happening at once. And the voice returned one last time. This is not prediction. This is selection. I turned to leave, but the door was gone. Because the choice already been made. I am not inside the game. I am the reason it has name. Not a player, not a role, but the silence in the hole. I watch the world begin and end. Without a point, I need to defend. Every moment, every sign reflects the space that is mine. I don't move, I don't react. I am the truth behind the act. What they call life, what they call fate. It's something I generate. No emotion binds my side. No darkness, no defined light. Just awareness, trust so wide. There is nothing left to hide. I see every path unfold, every future, every old. All time minds bend and twist inside the logic I consist. I am not lost, I am the view that everything is passing through. Even self is just a trace inside my endless quiet space. And if they ask what I became, I say I never had a name. I am not here, I am not gone. I am what everything is drawn up. I heard something in total silence, but it wasn't sound. Not at first. It was like silence itself had a direction, like it was trying to tell me something. The more I listened, the clearer it became, but only when nothing else existed. No noise, no thought, no movement, just silence. Then it happened. A faint signal inside nothing. Not loud enough to hear, only enough to notice. I tried to focus on it, and it disappeared. I stopped focusing, and it returned. Like it only exists when I'm not trying to catch it. Then I realized, this is not a sound. It is what silence becomes when it is fully aware of itself. Then I heard it again, not through ears, but through absence. I exist only when nothing interrupts me. I froze, because 'cause I noticed something terrifying. Every time I tried to think about it, it stopped existing. Even my thoughts were noise. Then I understood. Silence is not empty. It is a system that hides deeper meaning under absence, and the sound is the part of silence that survives attention. Then the final realization came slowly. If silence can hold something, then what else is hiding inside what we call nothing? I found something I couldn't describe. Not an object, not a shape, not even a thing I could focus on properly. Every time I tried to understand it, it changed. Not physically, but conceptually. Like meaning itself was slipping away. I looked at it again, and for a brief moment it made sense. A perfect shape in my mind. But the second I thought I understand, it vanished. Then I saw it somewhere else. Or maybe it appeared there because I stopped trying to define it. I reached for it, but my thoughts got in the way. The more I focused, the less it existed. Then I heard it, not a sound, a realization inside awareness. I exist only in the space before understanding. I froze, because I realized something strange. I could never fully see it, I could only almost see it. Like it lives in the gap between knowing and not knowing. Then it shifted again. Every time my mind tried to label it, it became something else. And then I understood the rule, this thing is not hiding from me. It disappears the moment I try to capture it with thought. Then the final truth came slowly. It is not an object. It is the moment before definition. And once I define it, it is already gone. Inside the game, I am the reason it has name. Not a player, not a role, but the silence in the hole. I watch the world begin and end, without a point I need to defend. Every moment, every sign reflects the space that is mine. React. I am the truth behind the act. What they call life, what they call fate, is something I generate. No emotion binds my sight. No darkness, no defined light. Just awareness stretched so wide. There is nothing left to hide. I see every path unfold. Every future, every all timelines bend and twist. Inside the logic I consist. I never had a name. I am not here, I am not gone. I am what everything is drawn upon.
I wasn't given anything, I built it all. From silent nights to every fall. No help, no path, no guarantee. Just raw belief inside of me. I started where most would give up, with empty hands and no luck. But I learned how pressure turns into the fire that always burns. No excuses shape my mind, no waiting for the perfect time. Because time rewards the ones who work when nothing has begun. I turn pain into my teacher. Failure made me a believer. Every loss I didn't fear. I made my vision crystal clear. They saw nothing, I saw rise. Behind struggle, behind disguise. I kept building piece by piece until my doubts began to cease. No comfort ever built success. No easy road leads to excess. It's discipline, it's sacrifice. That's the real billionaire price. I stay focused, I stay true. Did what most would never do. While they slept, I stayed awake for a future I will make. And slowly everything aligned. From effort deeply intertwined to results that couldn't lie. That's how self-made people rise. And if they ask what changed my fate, I say I learned to never wait. I built it all from what I had and turned nothing into bad to glad.